All right, we is going live. All right, there we go. We are live, y'all. All right, now we on. All right, good evening, gang. We are back. This is we are reading the book of Ecclesiastics. The book of that's something I'll tell you about it. We are reading the book of Ecclesiastics, chapter 3 and chapter 4. And so the book of Ecclesiastes, the funny thing about it is that it co- that it comes right after the book of Proverbs. Everybody knows the book of Proverbs is like the wisdom book, you get a whole lot of knowledge. But Ecclesiastes just as powerful. There's only 12 books there, 12 chapters. So it got a lot of meat and potatoes. And we're gonna see in chapter chapter three has it, but chapter four really gonna hit on it and really be like, damn, make you think a lot. I know it did for me. So okay, let me see. Yogi, you feel like reading tonight? It's not I read. No, you want to read? No, it's not. It's cool. I read. I can read. I read.
Wait, it's not King James version, right?
No, it's NLT, Yogi.
Okay. You ready?
Oh wait, hold
What?
on, yeah.
Okay. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, yeah. I was messing up a little bit. Like I said, I like to tell y'all.
Yogi gonna read, Terrell.
All right, cool. What's going on, good brother? So, what's up, Chuck? So, what's good? So, we reading the book of Ecclesiastes, we in chapter 3. So, Chuck, how we like to do it? We'll read it from. We can read book by book, word for word, or not, and then go to the next. So, Yogi, you can start. You can start reading. Go ahead. You can start reading. Y'all know I read from King. I have King James on the left side. Then I have NLT on the right side on my other phone. So, you can see the correlations and the different NLT seem to be a little bit, you can understand it a little bit more. You can chew on it a little bit easier versus King James, which you can, but it just takes a little time because of the language and stuff. Go ahead, Yogi. You can start reading.
A time for everything. One, for everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven. Two, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to harvest. Three, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build up. Four, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to grieve and a time to dance.
All
Five,
right, start right there. Start right there. All right, so okay, a time for everything. And I think what y'all think is more important, money or time?
Fine.
time.
Time. Okay. All right, so and y'all know this and this for 1 through 5, and it's going to continue, right? It says a time, 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 time. They keep on hitting on that, right? Time, time, time. And as I'm reading, I'm like, wow, time is that important. It sticks out that much or not. It's easy to get some money or achieve whatever else goals we want, but time is always the thing that we don't have. We don't have time at all. So go ahead, you continue. Yeah, 5, right?
Yeah. Five, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to turn away. Six, a time to search and a time to quit searching, a time to keep and a time to throw away. Seven, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be quiet and a time to speak. Eight, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace.
All right, stop right though. All right, so as I was reading this, I'm looking at this, it's saying time, time, right? And we tend, because we be so busy with life, our kids, family, businesses, all matters that be deemed to be important. The key word, deemed to be important, right? And when you really look at it, like It's not that as important or not. We waste. I'm gonna use that word. We waste a whole lot of time on stuff. A whole lot of time. Even myself would not be wasting time on things. Or whatnot. I'm guilty of it too. Uh, we find ourselves doing that so much. And the kids, how do we balance that? Like, bro, how do we balance our time? Like what are multiple ways or what are ways that we could balance those things? And also with the theme of time in this, it's also saying that, hey, sometimes things is gonna change. You keep on saying, you say, a time to scatter stone, a time to gather stone, a time to embrace, a time to do turn away. Like, hey, it's sometimes a time to search and a time to quit searching, time to keep and a time to throw away or not. It's always gonna be, it's a revolving door. Never stay the same way. Like we are sometimes we could be stuck in our way in certain areas of our life where we just one way and we don't see no growth or not. We don't see no growth in that area. And that's because a lot of times, we be comfortable. I can admit it was a time I was comfortable with things and I was used to it and I didn't want to do nothing different. But you always lose when it's comfortable. But if you think about it, I always like to look at plants and stuff like that. It's always the plants only grow when they keep on rebirthing, like your palm trees and all that. They get taller and taller. They don't get taller and taller by staying right there. They gotta die down, shake back, and then they get taller overnight. So that's also with us. That's how we grow. Like you don't stay the same by growing, but managing your time. Like time is so important. And you're gonna see that thing so much in this, y'all. It's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Go ahead, Yogi, read now.
9. What do people really get for all their hard work? 10. I have seen the burden God has placed on us all.
All right, stop
11.
right there. All right, stop right there. So that's a good question. You say, what do people really get for all their hard work? Y'all think y'all benefit from it?
On my earth, you do.
It's
Well,
sin.
you got
It's
to
sin.
bear fruit or you'll get cut down. So you got to bear some fruit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I
But
believe we do. It's just not on our timing and when we want it.
It's got to be the right
mm, okay. Okay. We do. Okay. Go ahead.
time.
Go ahead. Check.
The right time.
You say the right time, man.
Yeah, it's got to be the right timing because trees, trees and plants don't grow in the wintertime.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything is everything dealing with something positive. all the time.
Yeah, I agree with it. But the question better ask is, so why do we struggle with that? Why we tend to not be patient? And not just saying in our job, patient in our relationships,
Because
patient.
we want it here, we want it now. We don't want to wait. We want it right then and there.
But you know what? We do. And it's like, man, we see that Christ talks about all the time that or things take patience, be patient with things. We may be patient in one area and we may not be patient in the other area. Or we may be, it's vice versa or whatnot. We see that. We see that. And we struggle with that so much. So it's like, hey, but what do you get for all your work? And like people cherish their work a lot of times. They cherish it and be like, man, yeah, I work for this. But we gonna see the balance in that. We gonna see the balance in the thing like, hey, yeah, you work for when but what happens with that? Continue, Yogi, verse 11.
11. Yet God has made everything beautiful for its own time. He has planted eternity in the human heart, but even so, people cannot see the whole scope of God's work from beginning to end. So I concluded there is nothing better than to be happy and enjoy ourselves as long as we can. And and people should eat and drink and enjoy the fruits of their labor, for these are gifts from God.
All right, stop right there. All right. So what is one thing that out of despite all the things that we go through, things we got going on or whatnot, what is one thing that people do that they enjoy, that always tend to work smooth things out? Eat and drink.
Yeah.
You get You get somebody had a hard day, man, a long day. I'm gonna give me a bill or drink, whatever. Or I'm going to eat or
Absolutely.
whatever.
Right now. Right now.
it's, it literally eases the stresses of life. It does.
It
It,
balances. I ain't gonna say it eases. It balances.
yeah, yeah. It gives you a relief. It gives you a moment of relief.
A
Eating,
sense of relief.
eating and drinking. Sit down amongst people when amongst yourself when not people are happy. If you want, I tell people all the time, if you want to go on ahead and stop wars and save the world, throw a big old feast. I don't give a dang what people got going on. When people mad, you throw some food or drink in their face, and they can sit down and discuss things. It's going to get somewhat better, even if it's for that moment. The dynamics will change. It will change.
The man took
And
two loaves and turned it into a feast.
it,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. That's what he did. Food. Food is that's amazing. Food and drink is the key. That's like the thing that keep things nice and soothing. I thought that was so funny because every time my mom, my sister, my wife, eat, they won't eat. Oh, let me eat. They be like, man, especially
Yeah.
right
I
now.
can't make this decision until I eat something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You had stuff like that. You like, bruh. You like, man, what's up, brother Mo? You like, man, food, eat. They right now, crawfish season. I want crawfish. Be happy. It brings out a joy.
And,
A
and
sense.
and it also give you a sense of to as long as you chewing, you listening.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You haven't count. You could get
You
things
having
accomplished that way.
conversation, you know everybody talking, everybody listening too.
And
You
that's why
are
we all fat too.
Not, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, T. Hold it down, T. We not fat, T.
so that brings people to be receptive for things. Food and drink, sitting
Yeah,
down, having it.
receptive and acceptive.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does. And I thought that was so funny. And I think that the power that you realize that, hey man, this is and never you see, for instance, whenever time someone has a matter going on, they be like, hey, let's sit down to eat. Talk about it over
The
some food.
Last
Yeah, let's
Supper.
talk about it over some food.
The
Talk
Last
about it over
Supper.
some food. Yeah, even that, yo. So the power of that. I'll start reading you again.
You think my reading not good enough? Go ahead.
No,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
no.
whoa. Come on, baby. This positive. This is a positive line.
You got it. Nah, you got it, Yogi. You got it. I'm gonna use you for another point. That's why.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, 14. And I know that whatever God does is final. Nothing can be added to it or taken from it. God' purpose is that people should fear him. And fear, so you have fear in the NLT, right? But in the King James, let me see what it says.
I
Oh,
know
verse.
that whatsoever God do it, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything can be taken from it. And
Yeah,
God
it's
do
it's
it that men shall fear before him.
all right, it says fear, right? But the word fear, like people think, oh, scared. No, it's a respect thing. That's what he's saying. He's not saying you not scared of God. Anybody, people scared of angels. Like if you see God, you can't be in his presence or whatever. He's so powerful and holy. But it's a respect thing. When you respect someone, that is a line to feel like, oh, hey, I ain't gonna play with my mom or dad. Whatever it may be. It's
Yeah.
more respect because he's a father. You constantly hear that thing. Christ say, hey, my father in heaven. He says God, yeah, the father when that. So it's like you see that difference that hey, he's yeah, God the creator, but he's a father, you know. Like for instance, everybody we got daddies, you have that daddy, but your daddy may have a different job. Like me. Cam know me as his daddy. Like I'm his pops. But at work, they gonna be like, oh, that's Officer Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different hats that's held. But God look at us like that as his kids. He always stands for like Christ saying, hey, the Father, the Father, the Father. So understanding that relationship versus like, oh, this is just God. 15. What is happening now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before. because God makes the same things happen over and over again. 16. I also noticed that under the sun there is evil in the courtroom. Yes, the courts of law are corrupted, in which we could agree to that. 17. I said to myself, in due season, God will judge everyone, both good and bad, for all their deeds. 18. I also thought about human condition, how God proves to people that they're like animals. 19. I thought this was so funny, y'all. For people and animals share the same fate, both breathe and both die. So people have no real advantages over the animals.
Hmm.
How meaningless. 20. Both go to the same place. They came from the dust and they return to the dust.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, yeah. It's like, hey, things I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all think he's getting at his perspective. 21.
Not
For who can prove that the human spirit goes up and the spirit of animals goes down to the earth? 22. So I saw that there is nothing better for people than to be happy in their work. That is our lot in life. And no one can bring us back to see what happens after we die. Oh, let me read it. Oh, I got that tongue twisted, y'all. 22. So I saw that there is nothing better for people than to be happy in their work. That is our lot in life. And no one can bring us back to see what happens after we die.
Hmm.
So, so what he's saying in this two key things that stuck out to me, y'all, is
not
that
to
hey,
cut you off, T.
go ahead, Mo.
What chapter we in? Verse
Three. Uh,
what book?
22.
Ecclesi- Ecclesiastes verse 3. I mean,
Okay.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse, and we read the whole chapter, but that was 22 that I just read. That's the end of
Okay.
it, 22. But
You
the
said
thing,
Ecclesiastes 3?
yeah,
All right.
Ecclesiastes 3.
All
And
right.
so it's three important things that we saw up in this, in the midst of it. We see I'm talking about time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a time to do something, it's time not to do something. Hey, don't be stuck in the same way. Same ways we can't. That's not good for us. That's not healthy for us. You don't grow that way. Then also we saw that hey, food and drinks is very, very powerful. As you know, that soothes people or whatnot, right? And also, he said one important thing in 22, work, enjoying your work. And that's a difficult thing for people. We have to enjoy, we have to find what we enjoy doing. Like
Well,
that's how
look,
you be
another
happy.
thing, T, what he said when he said we come from dust, we return to dust. I think about what my grandfather used to say, like as a man, you're a baby twice, you're a man once.
Once. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So
Mm-hmm.
it speaks on a lot because it also speaks on a time to where it's like you don't have the time to just sit out here and lollygag around because
hmm
it's a certain point in time you're going back to that baby stage. So
man,
everything that you put here to do on the earth, you got a certain time frame to do that, or you just
yeah.
wasted your time.
Hey, man, Chuck, that's powerful, Chuck. That is so powerful, bro. Because, like you said, if we look at, I'm glad you said that, Chuck. But look at this, verse 14. Uh, no, 15 said, what is happening now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before, because God makes the same things happen over and over again. Chuck, you
Exactly.
just said something important. You're born, you're a man, and then well, you're born like a baby, you're an adult, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you go back to that baby stage.
You go back to the baby stage. No teeth, diaper.
You know,
Need
And that's
you
called
need people to
Alzheimer's,
change.
y'all.
Yeah, you need people to change you. Like
so,
but one thing about it, all timers, new timers, like it's all the time, but we're gonna go through it.
yeah, yeah. You heard? I like what you said. You say timers. Look at that timer.
Yeah,
You see that?
Timers.
timers.
You see
Everything is
Yeah,
that?
timing. Everything is timing.
That is
yeah,
so important right there. So
time.
that is so important right there, yo. Like these are like this is life jewels for us. Even at our old age, for someone that's older with that, these are like great like jewels. It's like man, you can't get this nowhere else. You can't get this nowhere else. So
And you know
manage
what's
it.
so amazing about it is that you can't go around it. You know how we have the tendency to say, well, okay, if I do this way and I do that way, then I won't have to go through that. Nah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
going to go through it no matter what.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You are. If he called you for something, or you rocking with it, ain't
Yeah.
no running from it. There's no running
Yeah.
from it.
You
There's no
can't run
running from
from
it.
it.
Mhm.
Uh, chapter 4. All right, chapter on chapter 4. This, told y'all this book moving fast. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 1. Again, I observed all the oppression that takes place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed, with no one to comfort them. The oppressors have great power, and their victims are helpless.
Hmm.
So I concluded that the dead are better off than the living.
Wow.
But most fortunate of all are those who are not yet born, for they have not seen all the evil that is done under the sun. And you know what? You know what's funny about verse 3? When you hear people say, "Man, I ain't asked to come here."
I ain't asked
You
you to
know,
come
you
either.
know, people be talking to their mom and they be like, "Man, y'all had to be nasty. I ain't asked to come here." And she like, they be like, "Man, I ain't asked to come here." Blah blah blah. X, Y, and Z. You know.
Hey,
So
but
that's
that's a easy that's an easy cop out verse too, because somebody who interpreted wrong could take it as like I'd rather be motherfucking dead than be here.
yeah,
Excuse my.
yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah.
will be like, well, the Bible say that sometimes it's better to be gone than to be in the present, and when that ain't really true, because we fall back to the time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like maybe it's just not your time or your season for what's going on.
That matter. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
you gotta hold on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pull that little string of fate and hold on until it's your time, and then it's like now you see why you here.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm glad you pointed that out, Chuck. Because when life get to life and things get tough, people would take that verse and take
Yeah,
it.
that easy route. That easy
But
route.
but this the thing. But then again, you be like, man, all right. So, but then again, you see Christ say, man, it's great. You know, it's like, hey, it's a blessing to be born or whatnot. You know,
Yeah.
because you're not gonna hear that person say that when things are going good.
No,
They got
absolutely not.
if they got everything squared away, everything going how they need to
Yeah.
go. Man,
Yeah.
you would not hear them say that. Tell
No,
me
they
one
got they
person.
got every reason not to say it at
Yeah,
that time.
yeah, there. It's just that, hey, this is a bump in the road at this time for you in your life, and you don't like it. You don't like the feel. No one likes the feeling when it's tough, and you gotta hold on. You literally
Fact.
gotta hold
Facts.
on to God. You're like, man, bro, I gotta stay right here because
Yeah, but you don't know what you got to hold on to until that's your last hope.
yeah,
That's all
yeah,
you got to hold on to.
yeah, yeah, experience. That's wisdom. That's wisdom right there. It's
Yeah.
amazing how when you sit back, and it's amazing how us as people, we man, we'll be doing that thing, whatever it may be. Oh man, you're not as
No,
active
when hey,
with
cause
God.
when things good, when things going good, he the last thing on your mind.
Yeah, last thing.
This
Nah,
all
they
me.
come
Like
on,
I done put all this together, yada yada, this, that, and the third, until he show you till it's like, when
yeah,
he show you, and then now it's like, oh my God, like the favorite saying, OMG, oh
yeah,
my God,
yeah.
oh
You
no,
call it,
uh,
yeah, you call it on God. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you
yeah,
need him now. He's
yeah. If
not
it
a
got
genie.
tough, now you not as your best friend.
But the beautiful thing about that is that he's so even with that, right? He's still patient and loves you. It's
Absolutely,
patient, like he's so
absolutely.
merciful.
Right.
Now you gonna go down that pathway. You got to learn, right? But he still, and he even tells you, like for instance, when you read the book of Jonah, he even still was gracious to him. And like, hey,
Right.
he's still that gracious. Or the book of, like he's so gracious and patient.
Yeah. That
So
mustard seed. All you need is that mustard seed.
but you're gonna be held accountable though. That's the thing.
You got to know. You got to know that.
I am all that, but you're gonna be held accountable, son or
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah.
So let me go to verse 4.
Come on with it.
Then I observed that most people are motivated to success because they envy their neighbors. But this too is meaningless, like chasing the wind. Fools fold the fools fold their idle hands, leading them to ruin. And yet, better to have one handful with quietness than two handfuls with hard work and chasing the wind.
My.
I gotta read that again. Six are powerful. And yet, better to have one handful with quietness than two handfuls with hard work and chasing the wind.
Hmm.
All right.
Watch
So
out.
this, all right. So are y'all ready? Oh, it's about to get good right here, y'all. All right. So this one said the advantage of companionship, right? Now, for anyone who is single, well, not there's nothing is wrong with that. So what he's gonna point out is that It's a little bit tougher in certain things or whatnot. You want two could tango or you want one, but sometimes when people got two, they don't want tango with they two. I mean, they want they partner with that because they be crazy or whatever they be, they cause problems and all that. But that's people, right? That's people. So let's read it. Verse 7. I observe yet another example of something meaningless under the sun. This is the case of a man who is all alone, without a child or a brother, yet who works hard to gain as much wealth as he can. But then he asks himself, who am I working for? Why am I giving up so much pleasure now? It is also meaningless and depressing. How many people y'all seen like that? I know everybody, they probably seen somebody like that.
Hmm.
Somebody, they don't have no spouse, man or woman. They got a whole lot, what they call them, the rich auntie, the rich auntie,
Hmm. Hmm.
or the rich uncle, got all the money. It's
Hmm.
like, man, he give you anything you want, whatever, give it all to you. But man, they don't have that. All they do is travel, this and that. It may appear, what's funny? Because it appeared to the outside that, man, that's the life to live. You know what I'm saying? That's the life to live on that. But when you have discussions with them, yes, they have a great time. They do a lot of great things with them, right? And nothing is wrong with that if one chooses to live that way, right? But you hear them say that, I surely wish I had somebody I could spend my time with.
Cause it's
I said,
lonely at the top, and then see it comes apparent with some people, whereas they be blessed with the finances, and they'll have kids, and they'll
mm-hmm.
have a spouse, but then whatever life happens, you you make your kids mad, they don't want to be bothered with you. Your spouse pass away or your spouse leave you, and you left with all that money, but you ain't happy.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. Companionship is important or not because but you also if you look at the beginning, if you go back to the book of Adam, I'm gonna say Genesis, when God told Adam, he said, hey Adam, hey, I made you. What was Adam job, y'all? Adam, he made Adam and Adam worked. That's the DNA of man. Hey, he working, y'all just doing this thing. This and that guy said, whoa, Adam, say bro, it's not good for you to be alone. I'm gonna give you a wife. That's what he did. And we know what happened from that point, right? So, but he told him, "Hey, it's not good." He didn't say, "I wrote it." Yes, sir. He didn't say that he couldn't be alone. All right. He didn't say that. No, you can be alone. You can be alone. But he said, "Hey, it is not good that you're not alone because you got to do everything by yourself. You either have to do everything by yourself, you have to do everything by yourself, or if you don't do everything by yourself or whatnot, you're gonna be
Don't do
bored.
it at all.
Yeah, you're going to be bored. You're going to be bored. And it's like, dang. And y'all could test that by seeing people, You may run into some folks, have conversations with people. I've seen so many people like that. But this the thing. You can't, it's not saying that, hey, you have to be into that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be with someone. Christ just literally saying, hey, bro, it's just gonna be a little bit harder. It's a little more difficult. And some people are tough enough to go through the difficult phases and stuff and tough it out. Some people are. So, verse 9, two people are better off than one, for they can't help each other succeed. Verse 10, if one person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Verse 11, likewise, two people lying close together can keep each other warm. But how can one be warm alone?
Hmm.
Verse 12, a person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better, but a triple braided cord is not easily broken. So, not granted, we all know. I think a lot of us on here got spouse over that. Oh, and for the ones who don't, or whatever, man. Sometimes your number two, you might not want to be around your number two at the time. You know, hey, that's the nature of relationships. They go down like that sometimes. But overall, it's better if you have someone. And then he said on 12, three are even better. The triple braided cord is not easily broken. And I relate that to family. You're the blessed to have kids. When he's saying three, I'm looking at it like the mother, the dad, and the kids. That's your family, you know. It's three parts, right? Three parts to God, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, right? So that three is very, very important. You know, it's very, very hard to break that.
Well,
Very,
you
very.
can see it because with your kids. Okay, take for instance me. If something happened, because your dad is gone, so it's just me and y'all. If something happened, y'all ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. Y'all ain't gonna be out there and see something going down with me and not gonna interact.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you can see it. You can see it in your everyday life.
What you thinking, Miss Marilyn? How you feeling about that
No.
verse?
Oh, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, so that's the it's but key thing, he didn't say you let me make it clear. He's saying, hey, it's better if you used to have a companion. It's an advantage. That's what it is. It's literally an advantage. Overall, it's an advantage.
You
So
think when he said companionship, you think he only talking about relationship or like what else?
he's talking about a husband or wife, you know, you know, that aspect. But some people have companionship with animals too. As you were saying, as you said, I thought about that too. But the dog can't, your dog can't keep you warm.
Yes, he
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
He'll live right there next to you, and he'll bite somebody for you too.
He probably would. He probably would. But there's a lot of things your dog can't do.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Your dog can protect you. You can.
Well, it depends on who you ask, not Terrell. That's a story for another day.
Yup.
That's a story for another day, baby.
Look.
All right. So where we at? Okay. That's funny. All right. So we at 13. It is better to be a poor but wise yoke than an old and foolish king who refuses all advice.
Hmm.
Let me say that again. It is better to be a poor and wise yoke than
He gonna say it loud for the people in the back. You listening?
an old and foolish king who refuses advice. You know what? You know what's so funny about that? If y'all look at history and look at things that go on, right? You always see that they always the yoke movement, right? They always
Mm-hmm.
use the youth, the youngest, always doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
have the energy, and you know what's funny? Most of the time they poop. Real deal. But they have the energy and they are willing to do the work and listen, versus someone who's older and they stuck in their ways. Man, I ain't trying to hear all that. How many times we been stuck in our ways, y'all? For the folks
Hmm.
who are a little bit older. I ain't gonna lie, I've been
Mm.
stuck in my ways sometimes. I was like, man, that's trash.
I'm stuck in my ways too, cause I know sometimes y'all done told me things. I be like, man, them children get on my nerves. I ain't trying to hear that. And
Yeah,
like 3 months down the line, I need it did, and y'all be like, see it, cause I told you just do it
yeah,
like this.
yeah, yeah. And so, that's when we being foolish. We could be foolish.
Hmm.
We can really be foolish, yo. So it's like, hey, we don't have to be foolish. Like going ahead and listen to at least adhere to, take it into consideration or whatnot. So
Yeah.
and it's so funny. I mean, my son on camp, I learned so much from camp. I'd be like, wow. Now, granted, it's the same. It's pretty much the same thing that we experienced and did, but the way that they do it, that's the thing. Like, oh, okay, this is what that means. Ah, got it. Okay. And
And
so
you know
and
what
you're like,
else?
what's that?
Like I have one child that will say, okay, I'm just gonna do it for you. Then I have another child that say, nope, come on, let me show you how to do it. You see the
Yeah,
difference? Where one a teacher and one to just go ahead on and do it.
yeah. You can learn that from people that's younger. You can. It's
Mm-hmm.
you know what's funny? That goes to like when people when parents get older with that, and you gotta be the mom or the daddy. I find that to
Y'all
be so
try to
funny.
be the mom and the daddy. Y'all
I
sure
find
be
that
trying.
Because, but if you look at the matter of it, it's a lot of time that the older person is stuck in their way. They being foolish. It's
Okay,
saying it right there.
Terrell, what you try? Oh, wait, Terrell, what you trying to say, boy?
No, no, no.
I have to second that because I know a lot of times I gotta be the mom on this end.
Yeah,
So I have
yeah,
to
yeah,
second it.
Uh-huh,
yeah.
yeah, uh-huh. Y'all think.
But if you look at 13, it's literally saying that, but uh, but with time, you will hope that it changes for that person, or they get to see it because they have the wisdom, and just that hey, the kids are the be the mom and the dad. You
No, it's
like
just that we see it one way and y'all see it another way. That's all it is. It's just a difference of opinion.
so, but that's why you could look at it a different, you look at it that other way, and you could learn from it, you could grasp from it, you could take a whole lot, you know. And then when you sit down to eat over food, like it just said, then you could come to understanding.
Okay, Daddy.
So let me read 14. Such a yoke could rise from poverty and succeed. He might even become king, though he has been in prison. 15. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, that was 14. Such a yoke could rise from poverty and succeed. He might even become king, though he has been in prison. 15. But then everyone rushes to the side of yet another yoke who replaces him.
Hmm.
16. Endless crowds stand around him, but then another generation grows up and rejects him too. So it is all meaningless, like chasing wind.
Hmm.
Things are gonna change. That's what he's saying.
Yep.
Just like in the beginning of things will change. It will change. Stop being stagnant and stuck in your ways. Don't do that. You're hindering yourself. So that's one thing that I try not to be try to be stagnant and stuck in my ways. But then again, for argument's sake, some certain things be like, man, it makes sense. You be like, oh man, this is legit. I got a right to be stuck in my ways, and it's like the word says different.
Yeah,
God
and then
God look at it different.
sometimes we be feeling, excuse my French, like a damn fool. Cause you be like, man, them children said that mess.
Yeah, yeah, and it literally but the funny thing about it is that you could literally see that in the Bible. It's saying that, hey, don't be that way. No, don't be that way because you're hindering yourself. So we read 3 and 4. We could read 5, y'all. We can get up out of here. It's 20 verses. Approaching God with care. Yo, you want to read it? Oh, she must be doing something. All right, I'll read it. Approaching God with care. Chapter 5, verse 1. As you enter the house of God, keep your ears open and your mouth shut. It is evil to make mindless offerings to God. So I'm going to read
Hmm.
it from King James. Verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of food. For they
Hmm.
consider not that they do evil. Verse 2 from the NLT. Don't make rash promises and don't be hasty in bringing matters before God. After all, God is in heaven and you are here on earth. So let your words be few. How many times you go to God, you be like, Lord, I'm gonna do this and that, blah, 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 whoopty whoop. And you find yourself not doing that, right? like,
Mm-hmm.
like God, we have to remember that, hey, when you tell something to God, it's low. Like, hey, he gonna hold you to it.
Yep.
So when he come into a covenant with your agreement with you, you gotta hold up your end bargain, right? Man, I done told God a whole lot of stuff, me, yo. I'm like, man, Lord, you do this for me, I'm gonna do that. Like I'm trying to make a deal with it. And I find myself all of it come crashing down. And I'm like, man, why I didn't just follow the way that God wanted to do. I
Right.
think I wouldn't be in this situation if I
Hmm.
went that way. Verse
Yeah.
2. I'm gonna read 2 and go into 3 and I read it again. Don't make rash promises and don't be hasty in bringing matters before God. After all, God is in heaven and you are here on earth. So let your words be few. Verse 3. Too much activity gives you restless dreams. Too many words make you a fool. Oh
Hmm.
man, let me say that again. Too much activity gives you restless dreams. Too many words make you a fool. Why be always running around trying to do 1,000 things?
Cause we're a fool.
We have and go back to it. We do it to ourselves, y'all.
Hmm.
We do it to ourselves. Men and women. Men and women. We literally do it to ourselves. We're like, bro, stop being restless. I.e., that goes back to chapter 4. Time, yo. Time. It's a time to do something, and it's a time not to do something. We seeing this one like, hey, if you restless, your mind keep on going. You're not managing your time.
Mm-hmm.
Not managing your time makes us foolish. Verse 5. It is better to say nothing than to make a promise and do not keep it. Verse 6. Don't let your mouth make you sin. And don't defend yourself by telling the temple messengers that the promise you made was a mistake. That that will make God angry and he might wipe out everything you have achieved. How
Oh
many
my
times?
God.
All right, yo, let me look at it from King James. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at the voice and destroying the work of thy hand? How many times we say that? Have y'all ever said, I have? I have. Thank God for emerging grace. You're like, man, my bad. I ain't really mean it like that. You
Hmm.
know?
Yeah.
But you got out the jam, and so you're like, no, I ain't mean it like that. Man, you can't play God.
Mm-mm.
You can't play God. You can't hustle God. You know, it's like you trying to hustle God. And it's so funny because it come back full circle to us, and we find ourselves,
Right.
God, I need you. And you find yourself learning a lesson that
Mm-hmm.
you probably could have prevented.
Right.
We find ourselves in that matter. Verse 7. Talk is cheap, like daydream and other useless activities. Fear God instead. Verse 8. The futility of wealth. Don't be surprised if you see a poor person being oppressed by the powerful, and if justice is being miscarried throughout the land. For every official is under orders from higher up, and matters of justice get lost in red tape and bureaucracy. That happens every day, yo. When
Mm-hmm.
people go to court and all that, and it's taking a long time, and they getting charged for some unlaw, you know what I'm saying? And they are charged with a matter, and they didn't even do it, and it take a long time to get an answer. For instance, even now, that's why me and Cam was talking about this other day. Like, man, why the trial take so long? This, bam, this is it right here. It's political and it get lost. It's a freaking ladder that goes up and down or whatnot. It's not perfect or whatnot, right? And
Cause
it's
it's
talking
so
about
corrupt. It's
it. It is. It's corrupt, but also it's a long process, and it get lost. Like verse 8 says. Let me go down. For every official is under orders from higher up, and matters of justice get lost in red tape and bureaucracy. It really
mm-hmm.
does. You see that. You see that so much. So it's not perfect, not perfect. And it's funny that the Bible talk about law and everything now, the court system now. It always has. Verse 9. Even a king milks the land for his own profit. We see that with all the presidents. We see it.
Yeah, we
They gonna
do.
get them. They are gonna get them.
We
They
do.
this is nothing new, y'all. Nothing new. And so when I see this in the Bible and I look at what's going on, I be like, bro, God really was giving us game ahead of time. He really was giving it to us, running it with us. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Flo? I see you on the camera. They got the camera going. I ain't, I ain't know that was, I
I
didn't know
just
what it
got
was.
on.
All right, bet. Verse 10. Those who love money will never have enough. How
Hmm.
meaningless to think that wealth brings true happiness. Bruh, man, they have some, oh man. Verse 10, those who love money will never have enough. How meaningless to think that wealth brings true happiness. Man, we all know people probably got a bag and they haven't. They're not happy.
I know people
They
right
don't
now that
true
have
happiness.
money and not happy. Yeah.
Like true happiness, they are not happy. It's like, and you be wondering, you'll think, oh man, something. Nah, they're not happy. Especially like if they like, hey, they on to, but they don't have no relationship with God. It tends to see, you see that, or they may be on a different kick, believing going a route that they're going cool, but when you get down to the core, they're like, bro, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, and they looking to find their happiness. Of course, we all know that money good, temporary fix pretty much anything. Like problems, but overall, it's
Temporary.
not gonna bring. Yeah, it's gonna give you the. Oh yeah, it's gonna bandage it up. It's gonna fix. It's gonna give you a quick fix for sure. But that happiness still gonna be that. Not happiness still gonna be under that, because that's an internal thing, not external. It's internal, but people will see it external. Verse 11: the more you have, the more people come to help you spend it. So what
Hmm.
good is wealth, except perhaps to watch it slip through your fingers?
Yeah.
Verse 11: the more you have, the more people come to help you spend it. So what good is wealth, except perhaps to watch it slip through your fingers?
Isn't
There's so
that
many,
something?
man, so many examples of that. Oh God, there's so many examples of that, yo. You hear them story about the guys who make it and get in the league of the little all this hip hop cats and all. They get all these partners, put them on this and that, and when the money gone, they just came around to help them spend it. Then all of a sudden it slipped through their fingers. It's out of them.
Yeah.
But I
Yep.
think the biggest thing is when you see stuff like this, a lot of people would think this in the Bible. They're like, bro, you see this every day. Or you have seen these matters, you see it a lot. That's transpiring. 12, people who work hard sleep well, whether they eat little or much, but the rich seldomly gets a good night's sleep. Verse 13, there's another serious problem I have seen under the sun. Ordering riches harms the saver. Boy, holding on to it, yo, or trying to get it out, taking it out. Like for instance, you got people who got, man, almost billions of dollars or whatever. You get more money, you holding on. What you gonna do with it? You ain't gonna
Mm.
do nothing with it.
You gonna go off and leave it. Then you
Yeah,
gonna have family members fighting over it.
and all that stuff is, and it says it's meaningless, bro.
Yeah, it
You
is.
hold it, you can't take it with you.
Hmm.
Hey.
So you really can't. Now I'm not saying just go out and willing it, like don't be responsible, but you can't take it with you. Do something with it that's effective. 14. Money is put into risky investments that turn sour, and everything is lost. In the end, there is nothing left to pass on to one's children. 15. We all come to the end of our lives naked and empty handed as the day we were born. We can't take our riches with us.
Hmm.
16. And this too is a very serious problem. People leave the world no better off than when they came. All that
Mhm.
hard, all that hard work is for nothing. Like working for the win. Throughout their lives, they live under a cloud, frustrated, discouraged, and angry. Bruh, man, I see that every y'all. Don't y'all see that every day? People living that
Hmm.
way.
Yeah.
They really live like that. Like they always got something going on. They frustrated, discouraged, and angry. You see that. You see that so much. And that's not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's not to say
Don't
like
have no
stuff.
time for God. They don't have no time for God, and not, which some of them don't believe in God. They just
Yeah,
believe in this is the heaven here on earth, and I'm like, oh no.
yeah, yeah. They don't. They don't. A lot of them don't.
Mm.
But also it's like, okay, don't be frustrated. Don't live that way. You frustrated, discouraged, and angry. Don't you're not living. It's not always the bad one. Not it's the, just to see your kids. Everybody's healthy, happy. Y'all get to have them good meals and spend time with each other. That's richness. You
Hmm.
you have your health. That's richness.
Yeah.
I mean, of course you got to get a bag. You got to make it. Yeah, you do. That's understood. But when it turns into an idol,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes bad or whatnot. Like
I
you'll
went
hustle
to.
for. Go ahead. What you say?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I can wait.
Nah, 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 you go. Go ahead. Say it. Say it. Cause we only got three
No,
more verses.
I was.
thinking about, you look at these big time entertainers, these singers and stuff, and you feel like they're a prisoner in their own home because they can't walk the street. They
Yeah,
can't, like me and you can walk the street, every day. They got to be dressed up in multiple disguises, wearing big hats and dark shades, so nobody won't recognize them. And they got all the money in the world, and I feel like they
yeah,
feel, you're a prisoner in your own
yeah.
home.
That's wild. That you're right. You're right. You see that. You see that. And
Uh-huh.
that you know that, and you see that, bro. I'd rather not be this way, bro. And
And
but
they
like that,
not happy. You think all that money is making them happy? No, they. I'm gonna tell you, they not happy. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4. What it say will make you happy? Food and drink, and enjoying
Yeah.
your work. Enjoying your work, whatever your work may be. Now your work may be where you make a lot of money, right? But ain't the money, it's your work that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying your work. That's our lot in life. Verse 18. Even so, I have noticed one thing, at least, that is good. It is good for people, here you go, say it again, to eat, drink, and enjoy their work under the sun during the short life God has given them, and to accept their lot in life. A lot of time people don't want to accept their lot. You could change your lot, right? But you're like, hey, this is what it is. You could always add and make amendments to it for what the basis is, but accepting that, you know? And then I'm like, bro, that's man, that's so prominent. Eat, drink, and enjoy your work. But a lot of time you gotta find what work we enjoy, and that be someone pat right there. Hey, let me find what I enjoy, what I'm working for, what I want to get to. You know,
So
we gotta find them.
in a sense, Terrell, it makes you appreciate the Louisiana culture.
Yeah, for us. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for us.
because
Yeah,
we turn a party into anything. They see a hurricane coming, y'all. The hurricane coming, y'all want to have a hurricane party?
yeah,
We
yeah, yeah,
gonna party. We gonna
yeah.
dance
Enjoy it.
in the street on a Sunday just
Yeah,
because.
yeah. That's enjoy. Yeah, that's what it said. It
And
literally said that. And
it literally.
your enjoyment could be different. Right this.
Mm-hmm.
If you live somewhere else or y'all got a little different code, whatever it may be, it could be different. But I just find it so prominent that when people are looking for this, like questions like, man, what is happiness, X, Y, Z, things like that. I find it so funny that God word says it. He's giving you the game. Like, hey, this is happiness. This is how you obtain it, right? It worked overnight. And this is if you do this, you'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Eat, drink, and enjoy your work. The key word is enjoying your work. You will be happy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be discouraged and angry and all that stuff. You see them people, all them posters and all that, are restless. You ripping around, running around like that. You restless. Nah, we
It
do
you
it. We do it
know,
to ourselves.
yeah, we do. And it's something how all Jesus is saying is that the simplest things
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what really make you happy. Why are you breaking your necks for all this stuff that you're not gonna be happy with? Why?
yeah. And I think we tend to learn that. Uh, a lot of us learn that as we get older. Because when you're young, you're hustling and bustling. You're getting it. You're doing what you think is the right way or whatnot. And we tend to get older, and through experience or whatnot, we start to understand that. And sometimes we may not even we understand that from experience, right? And you're like,
Right?
man, then you read it in the word, you're like, oh damn, man, God really said that. The word really
Mm-hmm.
said, like, damn,
Cause,
that's how
'cause
I'm
like
feeling now.
at my age right now, all I want to do is just live peacefully. All the
Yeah,
rest of that stuff don't even matter. I'm like,
yeah,
been
yeah,
there, did it. I don't care about it. I just want to have peace. That's all.
yeah. All right, two more verses and be out of here, yo. And it's a good thing to receive wealth from God.
Yeah.
So notice that he said it's a good thing. Like he didn't say you can't get it. People be like, oh God, nah, he didn't say that. Who told you that? They got biblical finances, financial principles. He didn't say
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, so I'm like, I think people get that a little
He didn't
twisted
say if
sometimes.
you put me first, and all these things will be added unto you, but you
Right,
got to put it first.
right.
And a
Eat,
lot of times we try to get it in ourselves, but we don't put him first.
bam,
And
bingo.
that's what our pastor was preaching on Sunday, you have to put God first. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
no ifs, ands, no buts, no negotiation. You
Yeah.
gotta put
Yeah.
him first. You got
Because
and that's the thing.
like we've been saying the last what 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long we've been doing it, we
Mm-hmm.
can't get it right. Why you
Mm-mm.
if you could get it right, you would have been got it right a long time ago.
Hmm.
And I'm still trying to get it right, bro. All right. You gotta go to the
Hmm.
source. You gotta go to the
Yeah.
source.
Yeah.
But
Stop.
it's in the book though. It's in the Bible. You ain't gonna get it right. You
Yeah.
just not.
Yeah, we don't. The only person got it right was Christ.
Yeah.
He is the only one got it right. And even with him getting it right, it was a lot. So you need that. You need that. So 19. And it is a good thing to receive wealth from God and a good health to enjoy it. You heard what he said? And this
Mm-hmm.
is a good
Good
thing to
health.
receive wealth from God and the good health
Good
to
health to
enjoy it.
enjoy. Yeah.
Man, so many people get the bread and they be body be hit. You can't even enjoy the money, bro. You can't enjoy none of this stuff. And then you really can't. That's what I just find it so funny, yo. I'm like, man, he giving us a game to enjoy
Yeah.
your work and accept your lot in life.
But don't
This
you
isn't,
think we'll enjoy it better if, like, say, it's nothing wrong
The
with money?
uncooked
Like you
piece
say,
right
it's
from the pan.
nothing.
To avoid getting yelled at, she makes
Uh
some
oh,
for her mom
sorry.
and sister
Hi,
too.
no, you good,
Of
you good,
course,
you good.
her own
sorry, that's
portion
my
is much
that's
larger.
my
She also throws in extra cheese.
But don't you think we'll enjoy it better? Oh well, we'll help somebody along the way. God bless me, and I'm gonna pay it forward. I'm gonna bless him.
Yeah,
And I think you would, I think that's what God wants us to do. You see somebody struggling, and you want to, oh, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna pay it forward. I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
bless you. I'm already blessed, so I'm gonna bless you. You
yeah.
know, and I think we can enjoy it. We can enjoy it better. We
And
can
I think
enjoy.
I agree with you. We
Hmm.
can, and I think that you'll get a different enjoyment. Like you'll get blessed in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like for
Hmm.
instance, you let's say on the money side, you just help somebody out, and then God would help you in different matters. Because we have areas in our life where we need help from.
Yeah.
It's not just money. Like money, like probably
Yeah.
the lowest of
I
the lowest totem pole.
I was gonna agree with what she just said. Like God blesses all of us for a reason, but you have to help others in order to receive more blessings. Then
Yeah,
also your blessings, you got to make sure that the blessings that you're receiving is coming from a right place.
Right.
yeah,
That's another thing. So
Yeah.
I
True.
mean,
That's true.
if we
True.
and with the giving, if you're keeping your hands closed, you can't get no more. So you
yeah,
gotta give. You gotta give to receive.
yeah. And you could give in uh, different aspects. You know, like I tell people all the time, like, man, look, if y'all look at the definition of tithing, right? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people may think is money, right? He was
Mm-hmm.
talking about food. That's what he was talking about. He's talking about giving food or whatnot. Now, of course, in this day and age or whatnot, a lot of people work or whatnot, they don't have time to or whatnot. And so sometimes they'll give, so if they got a church home, they'll give. Cool, no problem with that. Because you're just looking at your heart. But also, like you said, TT, is giving. Hey, you could give, you could do it even financial or time or some helping someone like that's giving.
But
That's
That could be
giving.
right.
just think about your message earlier about time. It's all about time, time, time,
Yeah,
time. Even
yeah,
giving your time to him.
yeah,
Like, it's
That's
all
true.
about time.
That's true.
You have to use your time wisely. Period.
yeah,
That's true.
And that's how he's gonna bless you.
yeah,
It's not just about financial gain or financial giving, or it's not
Mm-hmm.
about that. Even like tithing on Sundays, okay, yeah, you can tithe because you're giving to the church. That's the purpose
hmm
of it, to make the church continue to go on and on and on. But I think a lot of people take that the wrong way about that 10% tithing. 10% of your time. It don't have to just be
yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That goes back to, some people think, oh,
Yeah, he
uh,
wants to.
they think, oh, I give this 10%, like, hey, I get a 10%, I'm good for the next month. He gonna
And
take
that's
care
like
of
the
it.
magic carpet to them. Hey, I
Yeah,
paid my 10%.
like
I'm all right now.
I paid for my blessing.
Yeah.
You go to show
And
you
then
don't
be
like
and then
yours.
be wondering why they not blessed. It ain't no
Uh-huh.
Exactly,
lie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
exactly. You'd be like,
But you
bruh.
said
Yeah.
something. You said something. He wants your time
Yeah,
as well, because a lot of people going in that day, and that's in the Bible. They gonna say, "Lord, Lord, stand before you. I did this in your name, and I did that."
Jesus, I gave my 10%. I gave my
And he gonna
10%
say,
every
and
month,
he'll
Jesus,
say,
every month.
"Depart, yeah, depart from me. I don't know you."
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's
We
not.
can give our 10%,
You're
but
right.
do we know you? Like she was saying, we don't give him no time. We don't know him.
All
You
And
right.
so
know,
you know
yeah.
what? That's going. Let me tie that all into something. You know what that ties into
Your
when you
works
have a
Mm-hmm.
kid.
don't do nothing.
What? Say that again, Cam.
I said your works ain't gonna get you into heaven.
That's not. You don't get into heaven. Get in heaven by no works.
Yeah.
When it's by believing. But also this, when you have a relationship, right? When you're a
Mm-hmm.
daddy or you're a mom, you rather what? A relationship with your kids, however that may be, right? That's what
Mm-hmm.
you want. You want to spend time with them. If y'all busy this and that, hey, what you more than likely value a whole lot is your time with your kid. Your time. That's a relationship. That's how you get, like you said, Miss Marilyn, you're right. Spending time with them. That's how you get
Mm-hmm.
closer.
Cause
I-
think about it. Money does not really hold the value.
It
Money
don't.
don't hold value. Time and what you're
Uh-huh.
giving from self holds value, not
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Money,
Mm-hmm.
think about
No,
how
it
much
don't.
money that slipped through our fingers real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like just
Lord,
think
baby,
about it.
I can
Just
think
think
about.
about
Ooh,
it.
Lord, you be
Yeah.
like, where did it go? What?
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
paycheck?
But guess
No, I'm
what?
talking.
I just
Your
for my
paycheck is.
children, just with my
Uh-huh.
children, they gonna remember. They don't remember everything I bought them, but they remember everything
Uh,
we did together, or the
yeah.
time we spent
Yeah.
together, or
Yeah.
events we've done together, or things
Yeah.
we discussed. They ain't worrying
Yeah.
about the materialistic things
Yeah.
that I paid money for,
Mm-hmm.
or the
Mm-hmm.
money
You're
that I
right.
put in their pocket.
You're right. You're right. And it's so funny that you're saying that because he's laying that out in this chapter in 4 and 5. He's saying that it's meaningless, y'all. Like time is so important. Time. Those
You're gonna remember the
moments is
memories.
yeah. That's the way. That's time. If you look at it, what do you say? Y'all remember that time? Remember
Time
that
is the
time?
most valuable currency, and it's the only thing you can't get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You ain't getting
Mm-hmm.
that back. You
You can
ain't getting
always
that back.
get your money back. You ain't gonna get
You
no
can always
Cause
time.
make some money.
I just take it closer than that. I work with children. I know parents have to work, but some of them, some of them polar kids, they're there like from 7:30 to almost 6, and they be
Yeah.
like, "When is my mama gonna come pick me up?" It was one
Yeah.
little boy when it was spring break. Another little kid was saying, "Oh, I'm so happy, my dad is gonna come pick me up, and I'm not gonna be here for the rest of the week." And the little fella looked at me, when is my dad gonna pick me up so I won't be
Yeah.
here for the rest of the week? These
Yeah.
are 4 year olds. They don't realize that time, and I know that I guess the parents say we gotta work,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
miss out, you go miss out on them formative, you missing out because you're not spending that quality time because we
Yeah.
can only do so much, but it ain't
Yeah.
nothing like your parents.
Yeah. You're right.
Nothing.
You're right.
Nothing like your
Yep.
parents.
And
Nothing.
rather it be like the key word of this whole thing, y'all, time.
Time. Yeah.
I think for the
Mm-hmm.
rest of the week we could chew on that like bro time. The
Mm-hmm.
valueness of time, how valuable it is, and
Mm-hmm.
how we could mitigate our time or get better with our time. I know I gotta get better with time. They call me,
I
man, where
do.
you at?
Yeah, I do too.
They be like,
We
boy, I'm
all.
at
I
work.
think this is
They be like,
you
boy, they
know.
do work so much. And I'm like, it's a norm, right? And I'm like, no, 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 no. And I'm like, hey, I gotta revert from that over now, right? I have to revert
Mm-hmm.
from that. Because things are more important than working. And I have. So and I think about like, hey, time is important. It could
Yeah,
just
you're
be
right. Because every time we come down there, we'll never see you.
you're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. It's like, boy, look, I'm working. This working. And so sometimes my wife, she gotta tell me, hey, say, bro, you need to pipe down a little bit, bro. I'm like, you know what? Thank you for that. But time is is so valuable, yo. So valuable,
Yeah, you get it.
So
That tie back to companionship. You probably be overworking. You need somebody to tell you to balance.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right, Cam. Cam, you are absolutely right. That's a good. You are absolutely right with that. So it all time, this book of Ecclesiastes, it's giving us all the game on how to deal with things. It's not going to be all directly tell you exactly how you handle your matter, but it's giving you the format on what you need to do. And if you use it, you use God's words, you always will come out on the other side good. Verse 20, well, 19, because it's like two parts, then I read 20, we done. And 19, and it is a good thing to receive wealth from God and the good health to enjoy it, to enjoy your work and accept your lot in life. This is indeed a gift from God. He said it's a gift. It is a gift. It didn't say it's a hindrance thing. It's a gift. 20. God keeps such people so busy enjoying life that they take no time to brood over the past.
Mm.
And so,
Mm.
you see people and people get over things or whatnot, and when they, let's say they had a bad upbringing, whatever it may, or something horrendous that happened to them, or it wasn't too good. And when they get to that place, especially when they have their relationship with God, they seeking that, and they get older, well, you think they're a 20-year-old because
Yeah.
they enjoy life. You're like, bro, you're like, bro, boy, you don't know where I was at. But I'm finding my joy by reading God's word, having a closer relationship with Him, and now this is where I'm at. I'm enjoying this. I understand, I enjoy, it, and I see it. So
This is our God. It's our God.
yeah,
He
yeah,
left it here. He left it, so it ain't no excuse. Because
it's
this
not,
is our
and it's
God.
like, but the thing about it too is like the answer. Certain people be like, hey man, what about this answer? I had this question. I'm like, bro, it's literally in the as we read it and we was breaking it down. Me seeing current like little pieces. Hey, you could put together and say, okay, I seen this. I understand it. Or this helped me or whatnot. He's literally telling you exactly the format. But you know what you got to do? Spend time in it.
Yep. For it. Yep.
Spend time in it. But well, that's it, y'all. We gonna read. Anybody got anything to say? If not, I'll lead us out in prayer and we just jump on 6 and 7 on Thursday and we get to roll up this book. And Ecclesiastes is good. I enjoy it. I hope y'all enjoy it too. But I enjoy this book.
Yeah, it really is good. It's so interesting to be able to go into the Bible and really, if you really want the answers, just pick it up and read.
Yeah, yeah. And be amongst others who I think what's important right here is our all our different experiences and how we can
Mm-hmm.
all chime in. Cause that's your fellowship. Just
Mm-hmm.
like you grow, cause we interpret it different or we can receive it different from others. Like Floyd said, it's the most valuable currency time is. And TT said,
Right.
man, give you time and giving, hey, spending time,
Mm-hmm.
doing things, spending time, and getting blessings like that. So people have so many testimonies with that, so many testimonies by saying, hey, I did this X, Y, Z, and look what happened. Look what
Mm-hmm.
happened. He said hi and he look. So, all right, well, say these prayers, we gonna get up out of here, yo. Uh, our Father, which art in heaven, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time. For letting us fellowship, study, and eat on your word, show on your word, and I just ask that you let it just minister to our spirit for the rest of the weekend. You continue to keep your hand on us. In Jesus' name. And also protect all our family members and friends from all harm and danger, seen and unseen, throughout this weekend, throughout this year. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 And
All right, so. All
All
right,
right,
y'all. Well,
so good night. Love
Good
good
y'all. Have
night.
a
night. Love
blessed
love
you.
y'all
week.
Good
too.
night.
Amen.
We do this Thursday.
All
All
right.
right. Good night, y'all.